Why are you spray painting a police car, bruh?
Breaking news, chaos breaks out on the streets of Hollywood after a skateboarding festival gets out of control.
There were reports of vandalism, fireworks being set off, and a car was set on fire.
Skateboarding culture is eating itself alive. Some would argue that the core of skateboarding lies in anti-establishment counterculture, and I would concede that. I would say, yes, that is where it lies, and that's what it started with. My reasons for thinking this culture of retaliating is bad for skateboarding is, number one, it does not allow the sport or the art to grow. It doesn't allow it to reach more people. In fact, it does less. It turns more people off to skateboarding. Number two, it paints us as skateboarders in a bad light. For casuals, for people that don't know skateboarding, it paints us in a bad light. And number three, public offices will be less inclined to take on skateboarding as an event in the future because they see this normie stuff on the news. They don't really know what's going on, and the news is going to paint it in a bad light. We're not going to get Buster Bail at a nice street spot that cities care about unless we show, oh, skateboarding is bigger than just fighting over people over a spot. Skateboarding will always have that core audience. It will always have skaters that do not care about anything. They love the sport itself. But what I want to hone in on is the single sole reason why we have this culture of skaters first. We want the core sport to grow. All of skateboarding's problems come from the fact that it is not big enough. Why can skate shops not get enough money? Corporate behemoths kill the little guy. Skateboarding does not have enough customers to go around, and so everybody's eating off everybody's plate. Pro skaters do not get health insurance. They do not get paid well. We need more eyes on us so that we can get more money pumped into the industry so that in turn we can do more for the people inside of skateboarding. This is the sole problem. So when we look at that problem and we look at events like this and it's blown up to the proportions that it is in the media, because it may not be as bad as it truly was. When it's blown to these proportions in the media, it tells the casual viewer, the grandma at home who knows nothing about skateboarding, little Timmy wants a skateboard. It tells little Timmy's grandma, skateboarding has a bunch of violent characters and people that are vandals essentially. She sees that on Channel 5 News and she's not gonna buy little Timmy a skateboard. I also want to hone in on the Dolores Hill Bomb of 2023. This is an event that didn't even get to go down because police were already privy to this. I want to introduce you guys to an idea called symbiotic harmony. Now, there are rhinos in Africa. I remember watching this when I was a kid on like a Taco Bell DVD. There are rhinos in Africa that graze and they get all sweaty and smelly and stinky and they attract the bugs, right? And the bugs on their back eat at the rhino. And the rhino has no way to reach these bugs because its tail doesn't reach its back and it can't turn its neck. So there are birds that help the rhino by eating the bugs on its back. And this harmony between the birds that would not be there on the rhino's back if the bugs didn't exist because the rhino stinks, it's this loop that feeds everybody. But at the Dolores Hill Bomb, in interviews at the news, you can hear the mayor start talking about, we want to work with skateboarders to make this event more safe. How can we make it more? People will say, well, it's going to be watered down. Like it's not going to be the same. It's going to be city organized. Okay, we have an example of symbiotic harmony in the skate community already. So it's not just, oh, SF is going to look down on skateboarders and they're going to water down. We already have an example of it. Look at Macba in Spain. Macba is a museum of art. One thing that you would think the people that run the Museum of Art would kick skateboarders out, and they did. In the beginning of Macba, they did kick skateboarders out until they figured out people are stealing from us. And the skaters being around are deterring people from stealing from the art museum. So it's better to have these skateboarders around because they run off the chances of us losing money, and it creates this symbiotic harmony of skaters being there. But the skaters can't just go out and act foolish. Go watch media from Macba. Skaters not acting foolish. There's no graffiti everywhere at Macba. They take care of the space. Why do they take care of the space? Because it allows them to have a mecca to go to. If we as skateboarders continue to, whenever the police get involved, we flip out, or whenever people on the street kick us out. Now, granted, there are people that are just mean. They don't come up to you with respect. They come up to you because they see you as damaging property. But until we change this narrative of skateboarders are damaging property, until we change this thing of skateboarding being bad, let's look at Yuto in Japan. This dude won a gold medal back to his country, brought honor to his country literally. But they see him skateboarding in the country, dishonor to Japan. So until we change this narrative worldwide of skateboarders are vandals, we do this, we do that, we have to be the people that work towards that. We have to be the people that take the fall and say, okay, you know what? we're just acting too crazy. Let me just chill out. The police are here. All right, whatever. We're going to find another spot. We have to do that. We can't sit there and beef with the people. That's not going to change people's minds. And it doesn't grow the sport. So Macba is symbiotic harmony between skateboarders and infrastructure. And for us to grow, we need infrastructure. We need the cities to take us seriously, because it's not skateboarders' fault and it's not the city's fault. It's like catching a wave in surfboarding. In surfing, right, you have naturally occurring waves, and that's what surfers go to, the ocean. Imagine if surfers were trashing the ocean. Like after they have a surf event, they just throw trash into the ocean. But surfers have the utmost respect for their environment. They don't throw no trash in the ocean. We as skateboarders, our naturally occurring environment just happens to be built by architects. That is our wave. So if we are destroying our wave, because the people that are creating this wave are the people that may think skateboarding is lame. They may think skateboarding is not that great because they don't know better. So we have to bring them into our world. How do we do that? We have to meet them somewhere. We have to meet them halfway somewhere. This year, I truly believe, is a huge year for skateboarding. We have skate coming back out, which means the masses will be back on skate. We have the Olympics next year, which means that the Olympics are going to be watched worldwide. This is the second time that skateboarding is in the Olympics, which is a monumental moment. People will be watching. This is our time to show the world skateboarding, to bring them into what we have. But we cannot do events like this. You can't be out there tripping. And the Dolores Hill bomb is like, yeah, they were just encroaching on. We weren't doing nothing crazy, but bruh, do not go out there and try to fight, because the police gonna be the police, bruh. They're gonna do their thing. You know what I mean? Of course, the city has other resources. If you've been to SF, it's a dump. There's a lot better things to do in SF than go break up a skateboarder function, right? But, oh, they see us as a problem? Just dip. And then what if we have a council of skateboarding that goes to the city and says, hey, look, guys, we want to do this. Or, hey, how can we benefit you guys and then you guys benefit us? We have to have the harmony. We have to build that. That changes the narrative worldwide. That makes skateboarding more accepted. And this will help skateboarding. It's not like we need the world. This will help skateboarding. This will build up imagine if you have kids that don't even know about skateboarding saying, oh, let me go to the local skate shop because this is what skateboarders really do. We can't even get that message out past people that shop at Zoomies because people don't know. I tell my homies, I'm like, yo, real skateboarders do not shop at Zoomies because it's anti-core skateboarding. They're like, whoa, bro, like I didn't know skateboarding had all of these rules and stuff. Yes, people don't know that. This is our time. I'm telling you, boys, this is the year we can show that. This is the year. But stuff like this FA event, stuff where things get destroyed. Why are you spray painting a police car, bruh? They're there to help. A fire truck. Why are you spray painting a fire truck, bro? Y'all is you are lame if you do that. So boys, we got to do better as skateboarders. We got to do better. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think the FA event after was warranted. Do you think that we should graffiti more? Do you think that we should vandalize more after an event like this? Or do you think we should make efforts to meet the cities in the middle, to meet the infrastructure in the middle and say, hey, let's build a relationship? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Leave a like if you like this video, subscribe, and I will catch you boys next time.